a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me.
We are waging war on mediocrity. It ain't no friend of me. It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, bringing you again another Motivational Monday. Woo! I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. This is episode 106 of Awaken Your I Am. Tonight's subtitle, I'm Under Construction. Come on and break bread with your boy tonight. If you would, please share this. Hey, Vaniqua, thank you for joining us again. As prompt as always, if you would, please share this. I know Vaniqua said the other night she's only got 2 now. She said, she had 5, but 3 ran. Go ahead and invite your top 2, top 3, top 5 to join us tonight as I begin. And for all my replayers, give me about 30 seconds as I share this out myself and tag my people. What's up, Lisa? Thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate y'all doing it. Please, hey, Mom, I see the eyes adding up pretty quickly tonight. Please, man, share this with your people. Let them know the motivational teacher has just gone live. Melvina, thank you for joining me. And tonight, man, we prompt. Angelique, what's up? And tonight we are prompt and ready to go. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna share it too long. Because if they ain't not on here, they gonna miss a bread breaking opportunity. That's what I'm looking for. All right, y'all, I got this new iPhone. Hey, Gene, I got this new iPhone, so I'm still learning how to work it. I went from Android to iPhone. Y'all pray for your boy out there. Pat, thank you for joining us today. I'm still learning this iPhone, so I'm a little bit slower than I was when I had my Android. But I'm crossing over to the other side. Hey, tonight is going to be a bread breaking moment. If you're out there, holler at your boy. I see the eyes starting to add up. Give me 30 seconds as I'm about to share this out to all my social media platform. We're on Able to Be Able out there also. What's up out there? Carrie and her group. Thank y'all for having the motivational teacher to the masses. And we are about to break bread. If you would, please type your top 5. Write names in the comment box right now. Get your top 3 to 5 people that you want to invite. Say, come break bread with us tonight, because this Awaken Your I Am series has been off the chain. Let me turn this down. Has been off the chains. And so we're going to get right into this thing tonight. Episode 106, Awaken Your I Am. I'm under construction. Last week, if you did not hear all of last week, me versus me, I'm going to challenge you right now, but at some point to go back and listen to me versus me. And I'm going to build this conversation tonight as a run along, as the same conversation, thank you, Melvina, of last week, me versus me. I started that conversation out by saying that man only has one problem in its entire life. I'm about to break bread tonight. Is that man does not know who he is. A man does not have the right image of himself. Him or her, Homo sapien, male, female alike, does not have the right image of themselves. But the great I am, to awaken your I am. That's the only challenge that a Homo sapien, male, female alike, have in their life. I don't know who I am through the image of which God has created me. Thank you, Lisa. Why is that so important? And I went into it in detail last week. I promise you I'm not going to do it today. But I've been meditating on that word day and night from last week. I got to tell you all, like, I have not been able to let that go last week. If you have not heard that from last week, go back and listen to it, man, because God made you in his image and his likeness. He could have given you anything that he had on the face of this earth, or could have created something to come in order to give you, in order for you to be successful. He gave you the one thing he knew you needed. It was his image. I'm about to break bread tonight. He made you in his image and his likeness. Why did he make me in his image, motivational teacher? He made you in his image because he knows the person that controls the image controls the imagination. I broke bread right there, and I went into it last week. He who controls the image, made in your image and likeness, That's who controls your imagination. The war for your life, or the war for your destiny, or the battle for your lot in life has very little to do, honestly, with heaven, but it has more to do with earth. There's so many people. Come on, Angelique. I'm getting ready to go right now. This is just a recap for last week. There's so many of us are so concerned about the afterlife. Come on, y'all, get them top 5 in that chat box. Get them on in here. There's so many of us so concerned about the afterlife that we forget that he came so that we can have life more abundantly. He didn't come so we can have life more abundantly in heaven. Life on heaven is going to be what it is, but he came so that we can have life more abundantly on this earth. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is all just a recap of last week. You got to go back and get it, because there's a war for your imagination. And you got to choose, who will you lend your members to? What will you meditate on and make your way prosperous and make your way successful? And tonight, I'm going to build on that conversation. Y'all can tell I'm still excited about last week. I am still excited about last week. And tonight, yeah, I'm going to build on this conversation. I'm under construction. Somebody get in that chat box. I'm under construction. I told y'all, as a part of Bridging the Nations yesterday, that we're going to start going into this conversation. I'm under construction. It's okay to say that I'm under construction, that I'm not a finite being. I'm not perfect. I don't have it all together. I'm not. It's okay to say that, you look at these lives on Instagram. What's up, Edwin? Thank you for joining us, bro. We look at these lives. Thank you, Melvina. Come on, Angelique. I'm building. I'm under construction. See, people that have been on here with me for a while, y'all kind of know where I'm flowing with this thing. I love that, Angelique. You know right where I'm going. I'm under construction, and it's okay for me to say, yeah, get in that chat box. I'm under construction. I had on my timeline that came up on Sunday a message that I did from 2017. And I went back, and it was 33 minutes. And I listened to that entire 33 minutes all in one sitting, went back and listened to it again, because I was listening to my delivery, that I was speaking really, really fast, and I was swaying from side to side, and I was so excited. The content was probably about a fourth of what it is today. I mean, like this bread breaking. At that moment, I hadn't discovered breaking bread, and I was listening to myself, and I was saying, man, like in 2017, that was a good message. I mean, I enjoyed listening to it, and it was all true, but it did not have the substance to it as I have in 2021, almost about to roll in 2022. And I think I might have had like 350 views. And I got to thinking about the people who was viewing that video. And I went back and I started thinking that, it was good for 2017. But if I did it over in 2020, it would be a lot better. And I was thinking, like, man, I was under constructions. I was building. I was in the building process. I was learning me. I was learning delivery. I was learning flow. I was learning content. I was learning how to tell a story. And all of that was evident in that 2017 video. Didn't mean I was a bad speaker. It just meant that I was under construction. Motivational teacher. What do you mean when you say I'm under construction? Under construction, a person, first of all, let me set this up. A person is a fluid process, not fixed or static entity. You are a fluid process, and it's okay for you not to be perfect. There's none not perfect, no, not but one. I only know one that walked that was perfect, and he was made and it came in the likeness of a man. He was perfect, but it's okay for us to say that I don't have it all together. It's okay for me to say, man, I still have room to grow as a leader. It's okay for me to say I have room to grow as a speaker, as a storyteller. I have room to grow as a father, as a husband. It's okay that I'm not perfect. And that moment right there would release some of you all from believing that you have to have it all together today to attain everything that you want to be. Yeah, Angelique, you are a fluid process. Look at yourself and love you just how you are today. I am about to break bread. You don't hear this from many motivational speakers and motivational teachers, but I'm going to tell you to look in the mirror and say, I love me just as I am. Because I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Don't let me get ahead of myself. You are a flowing river of change. The challenge with a lot of individuals is that they can't see themselves as another entity. They can only see themselves in their current state of being. You are a flowing river of change, not a solid block, not a block of solid matter or material. You're not, man, you are a work in progress. And that's a beautiful thing. We've been told and we've had to believe for so long that we had to be some way in order to attain what we need. But I'm telling you right now, your Heavenly Father, the great I am, who awakens your I am, is proud of what you've accomplished right now. I'm breaking bread. I want you to know, for the eyes looking at me, that I know. See, let me tell you, I have this conversation. What's up? YouTube is on fire tonight. YouTube is on. Get in here, Facebook, and get in this conversation. It's only a YouTube conversation right now. Facebook, wake up. I want you to know that the great I am is proud of what you've accomplished up until this moment and point in your life. I know there's room for improvement. I know there's room for growth, but you got to look yourself in the mirror right now and say, I'm a flowing river of change, and I'm changing from one entity to the next, but I will not. Come on, man. I'm breaking bread. I will not put myself down because I'm not where what others expect for me to be in this moment in life, or maybe I'm not even where I expect to be in this moment in life. But I understand that as long as I'm living and I'm on this side of the earth, I can keep it moving. Keep it moving. You're not a block of solid material. You can continually change and become, I love it. Get in that chat box. I am changing. I'm a flowing river of change. You don't have fixed quantity of traits. That's what Carl Rogers said, one of the first human psychologists. He said, you're not a fixed quantity of traits. You're not what your oh my God, I am about to say this. You are not only what your DNA says you are. I am about to break bread on this. You are not just the set of genes that you inherited from your two parents. You are more than the set of, you're more than the X and Y chromosomes you receive from your mom and your dad. I'm about to break bread because even in the midst of them creating those chromosomes, there was the great I am in the midst, and he mixed a little bit of his image and likeness in you to change your overall chemical makeup so that you can create whatever you lack in your life. Come on, Kaniki. You could create whatever you lack in your life. Motivational teacher, what is a work in progress? What is a work in progress? What does it mean? It means every day you have a chance to get a little bit wiser, a little bit better, and a little bit stronger. Oh, don't you despise right now that you don't have the house that your neighbor have across the street. Don't you despise right now that you don't have the big desk in the office. Don't you despise right now that you may be the black sheep of your family. You possess the ability to create every day a little bit wiser, a little bit better, a little bit stronger. Being a work in progress is a wonderful thing. Somebody holler at your boy. I so love that God doesn't require for me to have to be perfect from the womb. They said my boy Jesus was walking around. He said he found him at 12 in the temple. He said, what are you doing? He said, I'm finding myself. Oh my God, what does it mean to be completely incomplete? I'm finna run out this room. Baby, you're completely incomplete, boy. Hey, that sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? I am completely incomplete. It sounds like the two cannot coexist in the same body. Somebody, I am completely. Oh my God, that's strong right there. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I am completely incomplete. I'm whole all at the same time. I'm working on me. Motivational teacher, when you say I am completely incomplete, what do you mean, motivational teacher? I'm saying you're complete because the great I am is awakening your I am, and you have all the tools and resources necessary on the inside of you to see the journey through. You're completely incomplete. You're complete in that you are equipped, and you're incomplete, meaning I got to grow into my new equipment. Boy, that's a bread breaking moment right there. That is a bread breaking moment right there, that I am truly equipped. I'm complete right now today. I am completely incomplete because I got to grow into my wholeness, my soundness, with nothing missing and nothing lacking. It's okay that I'm a work in progress. It's okay that when you look at my life, it looks like it's under construction, baby. Don't judge me by the debris you see around me right now. I'm working on something. Man, this is a bread breaking moment right here. I'm working, man. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm working on something. Come on, man. I am completely incomplete. You say that tomorrow, somebody gonna think you have lost your mind when you say I'm completely. You can't judge me right now. You can't judge me right now, because if you judge me based on my construction area, my construction zone, you would completely misjudge and miss a blessing in your own life. You can't look at my life and say, oh, this person ain't gonna amount to anything, because I realize I'm completely incomplete. I got all things dwelling on the inside of me. I gotta grow into it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm under construction. I am not yet complete. I am a work in progress, and I continue to change the blueprint. You will never find me in the same place you found me last year. I'm fluid. I'm a person of fluidity. I embrace the process. God has increased, enlarged my territory. Indeed, great I am. Awaken my I am to attain my incompleteness. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. I'm breaking bread right now. We're searching for all these things, and these things have been completely given to you, but the person that you are is incomplete to walk in the completeness. Oh, motivational teacher. That sounds like it's confusing. Motivational teacher. How can all these be true all at one time? Let me break bread. The great I am said, I'm the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. But you found him at the temple trying to find himself. He was completely incomplete while being equipped on this earth. That's a bread breaking moment. It's me versus me. It's me versus me. I possess everything that I need in my life to change it. It's me versus me. You better awaken your I am. Boy, I forgot where I was on my notes already. I continue to change the blueprint. I continue to change the blueprint. One thing I know about the great I am, the great I am, I'm about to say this, is not concerned with your emotions. The great I am is not even concerned about these things that you accumulate in your life. The great I am, honestly, is not necessarily worried about the finished product. Hey, Felinda, thank you for joining us. I see these top fives starting to pop in here. The great I am is more concerned about, where's your faith? Where have you placed your faith? The great I am is always seeking to get you out of your comfort zone with signals to him, the beginning or the genesis of faith operating in your life. We push and pull against all the things. We complain and we pray about all the things that do not work in our life. And the great I am says that's what I'm working the most in your life to get you to a completed product. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm breaking bread right now. It's not in the midst of everything goes right, you see the biggest growth in your life. It's in those moments when you see those valleys. When you see those valleys, and when you see those hills, and when you're going through curves, and when you almost can't make it, when the doctor gives you a false report, or when coronavirus strikes your body, or when your bank account says negative $250. Those are in those moments where I need to be complete in the great I am's completeness. Yes, I get it. In this human experience, there are going to be moments and there are going to be times where I don't feel like I cut the mustard. There are going to be moments and there are going to be times where I just can't take one more setback. There are going to be moments in this oh boy, that's the right word for it. There are going to be moments in these human experiences where it just seems like my humanity overrides my deity. It's natural for that to occur in this human experience. It's natural for you to for weeping to endure for a night. It's natural for you to be going in a storm, coming out of a storm, or right in the middle of one. It's natural in this human experience. And it's so funny that most of us try to pray our way. What's up, Calvin? Most of us try to pray our way out of these experiences. And the great I am said that thorn in your flesh is for your own development and for your own growth. Lord, remove this thorn from my flesh. You need this thorn to get to your next dimension in this natural life. You need to go through being broken and being broken and being broke in order to get you to the next dimension of life. Because how else would I know my life needs to go under construction unless flesh and blood does not reveal it to me? It's my Father in heaven that reveals my heart to me to say, son, daughter, it's time to go under construction. Come on, man. Holla at your boy. Some of us right now in whatever area, and I'm gonna get to, I ain't gonna leave you comfortless. Some of us right now in our lives are dodging areas where the great I am is trying to awaken your I am. Hey, my sister can get you at one. DM me. Hit me with a DM. My sister can make these and get them sent out to you. It's so many of us where the great I am is trying to send our lives under construction in certain areas, and we sit there and we fight them and we ignore them and we stay the same. Remember, I'm completely incomplete, that I have all things on the inside of me, but I have to grow into those things. That the great I am shows us those incompleteness in order to complete us. The reason why you don't have money in your account is not because you don't possess the ability to have money. The reason why you don't have money in your account is because the great I am is saying it's time for you to go under financial construction. It doesn't necessarily mean that I got to cut back everything in my life. It might mean that I may have to go get a second income. It might mean that I may need to implement Dave Ramsey's money management principles into my life to take my incomplete portions of my life and go into completeness by learning how to maneuver and operate in this realm of the earth. Come on, man, I'm breaking bread. That in this realm of this earth, there are natural laws that you and I both must abide by, and God will not supersede those because you pray so hard till you got calluses on your knees. Come on, man. I'm going somewhere right now. It was always his plan for you to be blessed and highly favored. It was always his plan for you to be rich and not poor. But now in your completeness, you got to learn how to deal with your incompleteness. See, you ain't gonna hear this from a lot of motivational teachers. You might not even hear this a lot on Sunday mornings. Why? Because most people only want the fish and the loaves. My challenge, hey Virginia, come on, breaking bread for Linda, thank you. My challenge and my conviction will not allow me to tickle your ears for 45, 50 minutes. My conviction only allows me, or my completeness only wants to allow me to give you tactics and strategies in order to grow your I am into the person that can attract all your completeness. I'm breaking bread. Those challenges that you have in your life, whether it be relationship, whether it be money, whether it be career, whether it be kids, whether it be the sickness or disease, no matter what those challenges are in your life, it's a revelation that the great I am is trying to awaken your I am in those areas. And until you're willing to admit I must go under construction, those areas will never change. Those areas will never change as long as you will not admit that I need to go under construction. I am a work in progress. It's okay. Being a work in progress is a wonderful thing. It means you are never finished, which means that you'll always have a chance to improve yourself and become something or someone better than who you are today. Check me out now. Don't get me wrong. I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with the person you are today. I want you to blow yourself a kiss. I'm complete, but I'm incomplete. There's nothing wrong with who you are today. Well, this is not for your condemnation. This is saying that you fought for 10, 15 years to get the foundation that you have right now. I'm just challenging you to say, I got to fight 10 or 15 more years with a little bit more strategy, with a little bit more focus in order to 10x or to multiply the returns that I get in my life. That's all the motivational teacher is saying. I'm not saying be depressed today about where you are. I'm saying celebrate yourself in the mirror. Pump yourself in the chest and say, man, I made it this far. I want you to look at yourself and say, great I am. What's next? I'm completely incomplete. What areas in my incompleted humanity do I need to complete in order to see the manifestation of your grace and of your goodness in my life? I'm telling you, it's the great I am. It's the great I am mission in life, just to give you everything in your life that you desire. But it's not based on your feeling. It's not based on your emotion. It's not based on your work ethic. It's based on your ability to awaken your I am and to complete some of those areas in your life by going under construction. I'm breaking bread right now. I made it this far. You need that. That's a shouting moment. I made it this far. That's a shouting moment. But I thank God. I think the great I am that He's not done with me. I think the great I am that these present sufferings in present time will not be compared to the glory that will be revealed. Right now, I must go under construction. I must go under construction. There are things in your life right now that the great I am is trying to get in and through you. Yes, there are things He's trying to get in and through you, but in order for you to be that conduit system from one realm to the next, you must go through some things. You must go under construction. You must begin to take time and acknowledge that I'm not the best money manager, or I'm not the best husband, or I'm not the best employee, or I'm not the best boss. I need to go under construction. The most humility that one can show in their life is saying that I must get better in this area of life. There's so many of us that's been taught that being humble is telling ourselves how bad you can't be too big-headed and high-minded. Listen, Listen, I think a lot of us has gotten humility and being humble. We've gotten the two crossed up. There's nothing wrong that believing I can do all things. And I'm going to say it this way. And there's nothing wrong with, man, oh my God, can I do it? Did Jesus not say that in 3 days, I'm going to raise this temple up? Did he not say all those things he did, he said he was going to do? In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with you proclaiming to the earth what the great I am can do through you. Let me just break bread. I think there's no level of humility by not saying what God has said in and through you, because that should lead people back to him. I have no problem with that. I'm just breaking my own bread right now. That's just that. That's just how I see it. Because there's so many people that speak into our lives what we can't do, that sometimes you got to counter those words. At the same time, they speaking what you can't do in your life. I don't see that as being high-minded or big-headed. I'll tell you what I do see. I do see a person who cannot admit that I made a mistake, or I do see a person that cannot admit that I've not been perfect. I do see a person that says that I do not need to work in this area as a person who needs humility. Humility is not playing your cards down so that others can feel better about themselves. Their walk is their walk with their great I am. Their awaken I am is their walk with the great I am. That has nothing to do with you. And sometimes by us proclaiming, thus saith the Lord, it causes them to have to raise their game just a little bit higher. And most people like being comfortable. 95% of people are who they going to be by the age of 35. One rising tide raises all the ships. There's nothing wrong with you proclaiming to this earth who you are and what you are. But it's okay to say, I'm completely incomplete. I must go under construction. I love, I give natural examples and then I give biblical examples all in the same Motivational Mondays, because I want us to be able to understand how we must matriculate through the spiritual realm and how we must matriculate through this natural realm. Or let me say it this way, how to matriculate through your deity and also how to matriculate through your humanity. We got to learn how to work both realms at the same time to see the right manifestation. I got to break bread. So I show natural examples. I show biblical examples in order how to manifest on this side of the earth. So I love the fact that Peter, yeah, come on, Angelique. My mom said, proclaim what God says with this word. Yep, I'm made in his image. Say that I can do all things through Christ, even though I'm an incomplete vessel. He still works through me. I love it. Hey, I love it. I'm gonna hit that point right there. Though I'm incomplete, I'm complete all at the same time because he works through me. He is my completeness. He is the one who awakens. The only reason I'm complete because he has the ability to awaken my I am in whatever area of my life. So, man, I'm completely incomplete, man. We're working in two realms. We're working in two realms, rams, R-E-A-L-M-S, realms. We're working in two different ones. And I love the fact that when Peter cut my son and I, we were talking about this. They had this Bible lesson in the school the other day. I love the fact that when the man came to Jesus in opposition, Peter cut the guy's ear off. And Jesus picked back and heals the guy's ear. And he keep going the conversation. He told Peter, before the clock crows 3 times, you would deny me. That display or that discourse, all he was saying is, Peter, you're completely incomplete. Like I told you earlier, seek upon this rock, I'll build my church. I told you, Peter, that your words and you were going to be the rock, all in the same conversation. And then 2 passages later, he told you, man, you're going to deny me 3 times. You just called me the rock. What was he saying, motivational teacher Peter? you're completely incomplete. And when they came and asked Peter, who is this guy? Who is this? One you with one of Jesus' disciples? Peter said, no, I don't know him. Denied him 3 times. He said that to say this, Peter, you're completely incomplete, that you have to lean on my completeness in order to complete you. It was a picture of, oh my God, I gotta pray it. In my mind, this is just me talking. This is me and you having a conversation. In my mind, that discourse was, Peter, you have already won in your deity. Now, let me show you how to win in your humanity. You figured out, you've had this revelation that upon this rock, I'll build my church and the gates. Peter, you had that revelation. Oh, you're completely incomplete. Peter, you had that revelation. Flesh and blood did not reveal it to you, Peter. You're completely incomplete. But Peter, you can't stop and get rested and invested in that one revelation of who I am, because you're completely incomplete. Do you know him? No. Do you know him? No. 3 times, Peter, before the cock crows, you're going to deny me 3 times. But nonetheless, Peter, you completely incomplete in the fact that I know you, I forgave you, and I'm still going to choose you to break my inaugural bread when I come back to the earth and reveal myself. That's what I'm telling you. That's the process of learning and growing, that all the same times it may seem like you're having setbacks, but all those setbacks are really setups to reveal my incompleteness. A man doesn't know his own heart. He's always seeking to reveal that incompleteness so he can get you to that completed place. And Peter ended up breaking bread when Jesus came back. And when Peter was time for Peter to die, he said, man, I can't be crucified like that guy. I can't be crucified like my Savior. And you got to do me upside down, inside out. You got to do something different, because now I've learned what wholeness is. I learned what soundness is. I've learned that sometime in my life, I got to give up what I want today for what I want eventually. I've learned that I'm completely incomplete, and that my I am need to be wakened in other times of my life. And that's why I'm challenging some of us to take the light affliction, and know that it worketh a far better purpose and plan to my destiny. Go through the light affliction. Go through the storms, go through the rain, but understand that, man, that there's nothing that happen in your life haphazardly. Understand that you are so important, that there's a hedge around your life, that everything that you go through is a scenario to teach you more about your completeness. He's after one thing in your life, and that is wholeness and soundness. You bet, man, I live under construction. I live under construction because I know that's the only way to be complete. I just broke bread. We are whole when the great I am is awakening our I am. We're whole when there's constant communication between the great I am and my I am. We're whole when I listen to do all that he told me to do. What's up, Q? Let me hop into this. I'm going to give you 5 ways to manage the work that's under construction. And some of us got to be real. And some of us got to be, there you go, Q. Some of us got to be real and say exactly what it is. I'm going to ask you all this. Let's be real. Let's be transparent. What areas of your life do you need to go under construction? What areas of your life do you say, motivational teacher, I know I got to get better with time management. I know I got to be a better husband. I know, get in that chat box. I know I got to be a better wife. I know I got to be a better boss. I know I got to be a better dad. I know that I need to be a better steward of my resources. Get in that chat box. What areas of your life do you need to go on the construction? Because I'm finna give you how to manage the construction, because some of us would judge ourselves when we look at our lives if we don't have the steps to go through in order to build what we lack. So the motivational teacher to the masses tonight want to talk you through that process without judgment and without condemnation. It's a bread-breaking moment right there. Get in that chat box. What areas of your life do you need to go under construction? What areas of your life you know you are completely incomplete? Come on, man. Thank you, Angelique. I'm completely incomplete. 5 ways to manage the work under construction. Whatever area of your life, better self-employee and better time management. Come on, thank you. Better individual overall. I need a reset. Come on. I love it. Get in that chat box. Let's have this conversation, man, because that's what a lot of us are so afraid to show our wounds. Like, I hurt. It's like we've learned to put on this facade that I got this perfect Instagram life, or I have this love and hip hop life, or I have this Housewives of New Jersey life. And some of us have been hiding behind this facade so long that we've lost touch with who we truly are. And I'm challenging you. It's okay to be under construction, being more prompt. YouTube is on fire. Facebook, y'all better come up hither. Procrastination, just do it, not try. I love it. Virginia hopping in, she invites some people. Thank you, Virginia. 5 ways to manage the work. Number 1, proceed with caution. Any area in your life where you're going under construction, you need to proceed with caution. Why, motivational teacher? There is the possibility that things might get worse before they get better. Why proceed with caution? Because I don't want you to judge the work or judge the decision to go under construction without knowing that things might get worse before they get better. Why, motivational teacher? Because we have all those years of previous seed that's in that ground that may still be growing in that soil and choking the root down from the area in construction. So, motivational teacher, you need to proceed with caution. Understand that it is a work in progress. I remember we were having some work done to our house. They tore down the back deck. They snatched all the wood down. They took down, got 2 levels in the bottom level. All the trash was down there on the bottom level. And I remember hearing them beating 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking me up, them hearing them beating and all that stuff. And I said, man, I told my wife, I said, that looked like a mess out there. That looked like a mess out there. Don't look like they go, man, it looked like, I don't know if it looked good as it did before they started. But I didn't understand that I needed to proceed with caution, because there was the opportunity. There was that things might get worse before they get better. So I need you to have the proper mindset while going better focused responses. I got you. While going under construction. Understand that with caution comes thought. If I'm going under construction with focus, understand that I need to proceed with caution, because in order for me to go under construction with focus, I must know what my desire is. What are my wildly important goals? A lot of time, if we clarify what I am, I automatically know what I'm not. I just broke bread. If I know what I am, just by law of elimination, I know what I'm not. Proceed with caution. Introduce thought in those areas of your life. If I'm going under construction in my finances, I have to be attuned to every penny that goes out of my house. Every doggone penny has a purpose. Why? Because I'm under construction. I am under construction. Number 2, bring out those combs. Bring out those combs. Because if I put an area of my life under construction, I need to bring combs around that area of my life to make sure that the area of construction doesn't bleed into my other areas of my life. I got to break bread right now. Like when you're driving down a road and they're doing road work, they have cones and they have barriers so you can't get to right where the work is. You need to bring out your own cones in your life to make sure that there's not a spillover effect into other areas of your life. Let me say it like this. Let me give you a good example. When I know what I am, I know what I'm not. Come on, Angelique. That should give our life clarity and give us focus. I love it. Bring out those cones, because if I'm going under construction, hey, Rashad, thank you for joining us, bro. If I'm going under construction in my life or in my, let's say with finances, I'm going to stick with that one. In finances, and now I'm starting to be squeezed a little, it's easy for me to now begin to take that squeeze and react it out and act that squeeze out on my spouse, or act that squeeze out at work, or act that squeeze or that discomfort. Let me say it, that discomfort it leads to other areas of my life. We got to put cones around those areas and make sure that it doesn't bleed into every area of our life. We got to isolate it or compartmentalize right now I have to, we said it earlier, focus on how am I going to get better. I got to start bringing out, the internet. We got all this internet. I got to start looking what does debt freedom mean? I got to start looking, what is Rashad just taught on it the other night. What's a depreciating asset and what's a appreciated asset? I got to go learn what's a stock, what's a bond. I have to go learn how to get rid of revolving debt. I have to go learn if I'm truly under construction in my finances, I have to have a laser focus on what I'm listening to and what I'm reading. Right now, I deal with nothing if it doesn't awaken my I am. I'm not reading a book that does not awaken my I am. I read 3 to 4 books a month. I'm not reading a book that doesn't awaken my I am. I'm not listening to a video that doesn't awaken my I am. I'm not listening to a person that doesn't edify me or build me up. Why? Because my I am is under construction. I'm breaking bread right now. And I got cones around areas of my life. If you want multiplied growth, focus on a skill or focus on one area of construction for 6 months of your life. And say for 6 months of my life, if my marriage is going under construction, I'm only pouring positive things into me as it relates to being a husband or as it relates to being a wife. It has nothing to do with my spouse, but everything about me going under construction. I just broke bread. I got to bring those cones out to make sure that every area of my life is not affected because I'm under construction in this area of my life. Come on, Q. Live intentionally. Number 3. Oh, this is going to hurt some people. This is going to hurt some people. We're a work in progress. I'm under construction. I know it, and I'm okay with it. And that's why I'm okay with number 3. Don't hide the trash can. Don't hide the trash can. My life is under construction. There are some things I'm going to have to throw away. I'm going to have to dismiss from my life in whatever area I'm under construction. And for me, I won't hide the trash can because it represents what I used to be. Come on, I ain't hiding it. I ain't hiding what I used to be. So too many of us try to become something that we were not out here physically. And internally, we've not changed one bit. It's just a moment of time before we revert back to who that person was before. We went under construction. Because why? That we've never really cleaned ourselves from the inside. I'm never hiding the trash can. I'm never going to stop telling the story about when I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I'm never going to stop telling the story about when I lived in a room the size of a closet. I had a box spring and a mattress in the room, and that's all I had. I was driving a big old expensive car, living in a closet. I'm not going to hide my trash can because it is the power that God uses to tell my story. Don't hide your trash can. I'm going to sit this over in this corner, and that's why people become depressed, suppressed, and oppressed because they're hiding their trash cans. Don't hide. It's okay. I know I'm under construction. I have become of no reputation. You can't break me down. Why? Because I know I'm under construction. I know I ain't got it all together. You can't tell me what I'm not because I know I'm completely incomplete. That's a bread breaking moment right now. You can't make me feel bad about myself because I know I'm complete in his completeness. I know there's areas in my life that are under construction, but I ain't hiding my trash can. Don't hide your trash can. I'm telling you, your trash can does two things for you. Number one, it reminds you of why you needed the great I am in your life in the first. Come on, man. Come on, Rosalind. It reminds us of without the great I am, awakening I am, where I was. And it reminds us to keep that relationship up front. Number two, it allows me to be able to show others that I got a story too. You think my life has always been in the 6,000 square foot house? You think my life has always been where I had money in my pockets? No, it hasn't. You just ain't seen my trash cans. Your opinion, oh my God. Oh my God. Me plus God is the majority. Don't hide your trash can. It just means he ain't done with me yet. The moment they haul that trash can away, it says I'm done with the work, that I'm complete. It says that I have nothing else. I have nowhere else to grow. No, leave that trash can because I'm continuously growing. Don't hide the trash can. Others' opinions of you mean nothing. Number four, manage your emotions and manage your expectations. Yeah, me plus God, we equal the majority, Rosalind. Can't nobody touch us. No. Can't touch this. When me and him rocking together, when the great I am and my awakened I am rocking together, they can't see us. They can't see us. And that's why I'm saying, man, like, I love being free. There was so long where I could not tell my story. It was so many years where I was bound and worried about how people was going to look at my mom or how they was going to look at my dad or how they was going to look at my family, how they was going to judge me and say, there's no way I could sit in the seat that I'm in today based on what I went through. But the devil is a liar. Come on, man. They always want you to hide. Man, a tactic of the enemy, I'm still on this trash can. I got to get off of it. It's to hide your trash can. That's a tactic. I might do a whole Motivational Monday on that on itself. But let me get through these other two. You got to manage your emotions, manage your expectations, manage your emotions, manage your expectation. When you send an area of your life under construction, your old way of thinking mixed with feelings is going to give you an old emotion. It's going to be crying out to go back to the way it was. We had it better when we were over in Egypt as slaves. That your old mindset will try to spring up. You got to manage your emotions and manage your expectations. You got to know, okay, I got to go under construction at least 6 months so I could gain a new mindset. I got to go under construction for at least 6 months so I can see this work. This house of mine has been decaying for the last 30 years. Come on, shame is a tool of the enemy. I cast it out right now. And the reason, that's a whole nother motivational Monday. Angelique, you almost sent me there about shame. That's a whole nother motivational Monday. That's why I love y'all. That's why this Awakening Your I Am can go on. I don't know how long, because you all give me new stuff. Thank you, Mom. Manage your emotions, manage your expectations, because the moment you make a decision to go under construction in that area of your life, or in that, I'm committing 6 months to this area, and I'm only taking in personal development and growth that's around this area. I'm committed to this. I'm committed to this. It seems like a lot of things are going to go wrong in your life. And it's just coming to test your commitment. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. Peter said, man, I'll die for you. And then 3 times he was like, man, I don't know that dude. Would Peter really die for him? The answer was yes. But when the commitment came to be tested, Peter was a little shaky. And so when you make commitments, you need to manage your emotions and manage your expectations, knowing that I'm more than this moment that I'm in right now. Great I am, awaken my I am. so we can do more. I'm more than this moment right now. You got to manage your emotions and manage your expectations. Knowing that I can be more, I can do more, I am more. Live from that position of your life. Live from that place of, even if I fall, I'm going to get back up. Although the pressing was tough and it's hard, and I got tears and I'm sweating blood, I must press on. Why? Because my completeness is needing for me to see the vision through. Manage your emotions, and manage your expectations. Stay positive. Come on, man. Stay positive. Can't beat myself up. I've done myself a service being able to admit that I need to go under construction. And there's nothing wrong with that. And last but not least, and I think this one is very important, invest wisely. Invest wisely. In those areas of your life where you're going under construction, you only have so much time in a day. Place your resources in your time where you can get the best bang for your buck. If I'm investing in my marriage or my relationship and I'm going under construction in my marriage or my relationship, I'm going to find I'm only communicating with people around me that love being married, or that have a good marriage, or somebody that knows how to manage relationships, or somebody that's happy and they got a spouse they enjoy being around. I'm not going around my single girlfriends telling me how bad they don't need no man, they ain't got no man, they don't need no man in their life, they living just fine. If I'm going under construction in that area of my life, I must leave the negativity. I must leave some people behind, because in this area of my life right now, I can't have, because it's warring against my construction work. At the same time, it's warring against, and so it's counterproductive. Why if you're sowing seeds, sow weeds at the same time? We know weeds grow faster than seeds. We got to choose to invest wisely. We got to choose to have the right environment where our seed, or where the area of my life I'm under construction can grow. If I'm under construction with managing my money and my resources, I can't be going to Macy's every weekend. I can't be going to Chick-fil-A every other day. I can't be buying a $5 cup of coffee from Starbucks every day, because my life is under construction in this area. And if I want to be a millionaire, or if my goal is to have enough resources to start my business, or whatever I need those resources for, whatever I need that relationship to prosper for, what's more important? Like, most of us will sell our birthright, will sell our destiny and our future for a cup of $5 coffee at Starbucks every morning. Some of us will sell our birthright or our future. We sit there and we laugh at the brother that gave his birthright away for soup. And most of us are doing the same thing. We could be sitting in our wealthy place, but we choose not to go into construction in those areas of our life where we know we got to be better. And we're selling our birthright, and we're giving our destiny. Our destiny now becomes the new sacrifice. Our goals and our dreams, we're walking them right up the mountain. There's no ram in the bush. I'm laying my goals and my dreams on the altar. Why? Because I'm not willing to make sacrifice in order to see them through for tomorrow. And so I'm giving up my legacy and my children's legacy for cups of coffee, for Starbucks. I'm giving up my legacy for me to be comfortable at a job I know I hate. I'm giving up my legacy where God has said marriages are holy, and the same time I'm sitting here with a person I hate because I refuse to change and they refuse to change, and we have a hell on earth because we both refuse to change. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You're walking your goals. You're walking your dreams. You're walking your awaken I am up the mountain to the altar to be slaughtered with no ram in the bush. And when we get to the great I am, I told you what spiritual beings having an earthly experience. When we get to the great I am, he's going to say, man, Depart from me, you work of iniquity. I meant for you to change this world in these 4 areas. But because you were so engulfed in your own selfishness or in your own pity party or your own corner of what you had going on, you negated the cause of which you were sent to the earth. I sent you there for a specific purpose in a specific time for a day such as this. I counted on you to reap the harvest. There's no way, Peter, come on, oh my God, man, the gospel would have been incomplete without Peter coming to himself and saying, I must go under construction. And I'm challenging you to say, man, the entire plan of the earth would not come under subjection lest I go under construction. I am that important to the great I am's plan. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you this, not that I have attained, but I'm a player / coach. I'm under construction. I don't have all this together. I don't completely know how to walk out those 5 steps. I don't completely have the masses audience already before me. I'm not completely a millionaire today on paper. I can write hundreds of thousands of dollars of checks to the causes that I want right now. I can write 10,000. Can't write hundreds of thousands to the cause that of charity that I see fit to do. So I am a player / coach. But see what most, I'm going to say this, Q on here, this is going to be real. What most incomplete people like to do is listen to complete people to hear their processes and hear their steps to make their incompleteness seem like it's okay. Yeah. I'm going to break bread on that moment. A lot of incomplete people like being around complete people because it makes them feel more whole. For somebody to say, I don't have it all together, sometimes makes incomplete people feel a little nervous. How can somebody that doesn't have it together be talking to me and I don't have it together? And I'm challenging you with their own theory and with their own thought, because everybody on earth is under construction. At some level, they're under construction. And I'm challenging you to be that person that says that my dreams, my goals, and my destiny is worth the sacrifice for today. Be the person to say that my children's inheritance is worth me displaying some discipline on this side of the dirt. Be the one to say that I am completely whole in him. But also at the same time, I'm incomplete because there's areas of my life that must go under construction for me to walk out his completeness. Man, I broke bread tonight. It's okay being under construction. It's okay saying I ain't got it all together. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it's okay to cry to get it all out. So it's okay to weep for a night, but joy always comes in the morning because you're complete. And the fact that the great I am is awakening your I am, you got solutions to problems that have not been presented yet. Why? Because you are allowing the great I am to awaken your I am. To me, it's okay to say it hurt when that person walked away from me. To say, man, it hurt when they laid me off from that job. To make me, to me, it's okay to say I ain't got it all together. I ain't got it all together. But that's okay because I'm completely incomplete. And I know wholeness and soundness, nothing missing and nothing lacking, is all in my awakened I am relationship with the great I am. I'm your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses. I thank y'all for hanging in here with me tonight. I'm going to have to go back and listen to this 4 or 5 times. I see the comments. I'm going to have to go back and reread them because I know YouTube was on fire. Facebook tried to wake up toward the end, but YouTube was on fire tonight. If you have not, please go like my page at Williams Inspires on YouTube. If you have not, please go and like my page at Williams Inspires on Facebook, or subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook. Thank you all for showing up tonight. You all give me the reason to keep going. You give me more content and I will always have fresh bread. Thank y'all for joining us. And until next time, I'm challenging you to wage war on mediocrity. Your boy is out.
It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity.